I'd mentioned that we would dive into a little bit the NLCS. Danny G, how optimistic are you now that the Dodgers are going to find a way to fight back and win this series?
Well, I'm glad that I said 6 out of 10 yesterday as the level of concern, at least for myself, because those bats did carry the momentum over from the end of Game 2, luckily for us Dodger fans. But the Braves are no joke. This is the point, as Roberto brought up yesterday, where the Braves are not in the best situation possible in Game 4 and 5 as far as starting pitching goes. So with Kershaw, if he wakes up feeling good today, he faces a young Brian Wilson who's going to have his first career postseason start today. Man, this is going to be amazing baseball. And I just got to say, as far as yesterday's first half of the first inning, obviously I've never seen anything like that in my life before because it's never happened, but I have never been so excited at the start of a baseball game. The night before, your son was asking how I was doing, and then yesterday or last night I was asking how your son handled it. Was he all right?
Yeah, we did. I mean, he was like, well, there's no point in watching this game.
He turned it off.
I mean, he was at I think he had gymnastics or something. I always lose exact control of all the stuff he does, but his mom had him out, so I had it on the DVR. And by the time he came back, he was like, well, I'm not gonna sit and watch my team now. So yeah, he just decided to bail out in terms of catching up on it on the DVR. But I told him tonight, we'll sit and watch Game 4. And obviously the Astros went ahead and forced a Game 5. They are still a prohibitive underdog in that scenario. I'm looking right now at the futures. And in the NLCS right now, the Braves to win the series, according to Fox Bet, are minus 138. And the Dodgers to win are plus 110. So if the Dodgers win tonight, then the Dodgers would become the favorite in the series. They'd be tied up at 2-2, and it would go back to the Dodgers being a decent favorite to win this series overall. So yeah, I think it's fairly interesting to break down. All right, I want to open up the phone lines and get everybody's opinion on this Nick Saban story, and on a larger context, do you agree with me that all of the people constantly telling everybody out there that they should be, constantly, the minute there's a game postponed, it's like, oh my God, can you possibly believe it? I would say this, and we don't know exactly what the final tally is going to be, but right now there are 2 SEC games postponed. The Missouri game against Vanderbilt, which frankly is never going to matter this season. Vanderbilt otherwise I think is going to go 0-10. If they don't play this game, they'll go 0-9. It might matter to Missouri. They might like to get that win. But in terms of the larger context of college football, it's not going to matter at all. And certainly the Florida LSU game would be likely to matter. They have postponed it to the week before the SEC championship game, and ideally would be able to play it then. But if the numbers continue the way they are right now, then 26 out of 28 of the first 28 SEC football games that were scheduled in the first 4 weeks would be played as scheduled with crowds present. That seems like a pretty impressive percentage of success. But should all of these people out here who I call the Corona Bros, the people in sports media who share immediately every single negative story, shouldn't they actually stop covering football if they consider it so dangerous to play? I'm talking about covering the actual games. Shouldn't they stop being hypocrites? 877-996-6369. You can weigh in. 877-996-6369. I am Clay Travis. This is Outkick the Coverage. All of you can load up on the phone lines, 877-996-6369. Go subscribe to the podcast. Don't miss a minute of our conversations. This is Outkick on Fox Sports Radio.